Alright, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Yellow.Alex coming at you with a long-awaited heart-to-heart video. I know it's been a while, guys. I am very sorry about it. And once again, sorry about the crappy audio quality. Recording off of my built-in microphone on my laptop, and it's laptop 7 years old, so yeah. Until I can get a better setup, afford a better setup, this is all I got. So once again, sorry, guys. Anyway, this is actually a good gameplay. It's not what we're talking about, though. I think I go like 43-7 in this gameplay. I'm not sure. It's one of my better gameplays lately, so I'll be playing in the background. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is what to expect growing up. Because I know most of you are like in the younger demographic. You're a teenager, a little younger. You might be a little more older. I know some of you that do watch these are my age and you're a little younger than me, but I know the majority of you are like teenagers. And a lot of you that talk to me about your lives, I know there are a few of you that do that. I know what you're going through right now. I know you're having struggles with school, or you're struggling with knowing your place in life right now, because you're in that difficult age. Well, starting off with you guys complaining about school, I'm going to say is now that school is one of the last things that you guys need to be complaining about. I know it is the pot calling the kettle black, because I complain about school all the time. That was before I knew what was to come. I'm not saying anything bad's going to be coming in your life. Everyone goes through it. But school is something you don't want to really hurry up and get past, because once you graduate school and you move on, become independent, do your adulthood thing, life becomes a lot less simpler. You have so many more responsibilities, and it's a lot more difficult part of your life once you get through that teenage point in your life and you go on from school, whether you go out and get a job after high school, or you go away to school, go to college, whatever you want to do with that. That's your choice. It's something you can discuss with your family members. But things to expect, like moving on. You're going to have so many difficult life choices once you get out onto the world on your own. I'm still not on my own 100%. I still do live at home with my mom, my stepmom, which thankfully they allow me to still live here, because financially I can't afford to move out on my own and get my own place. But eventually it would be nice, but that's getting off the subject here. But yes, growing up, what to expect when you get older. Well, you are going to struggle with a ton of responsibilities and tons of difficult life choices. And you think that you got it bad right now. It's only the beginning. It's only preparing you for what's to come, guys. Like I said, I'm not saying like, oh my God, it's a terrible thing that's going to happen. It's not. It's like everybody goes through it. I went through it. I'm still going through it. I'm 27 years old, and I'm still going through learning how to become an adult. I mean, look at me. I play video games all the time. You guys know I don't act like an adult. I'm still a big Toys R Us kid at heart, But there are some things, like I know some of you have problems with bullies in school. I think I talked about that in past video, one of these. But a lot of you kind of want to resolve back to the violence. And it's one thing you can't do when you grow up. You got to kind of learn to just suck it up, take things like a man. If somebody says something bad about you, just brush off your shoulder. Easier said than done. I understand that. I mean, we all go through that, like I've stated. But excuse me, just ate dinner. I'm a little phlegmy. But yeah, like anything with like anger or something that would set you off, like the simplest things, like if your mom tells you to go do something, or your dad tells you to go do something, don't roll your eyes back at you. Don't shrug your shoulders like in disgust or something like that, because those things bothering you now, that's nothing compared to what difficult responsibilities and things you're going to have to do in the future once you become a full-fledged adult. You get to that certain age. It could be at 18, it could be at 25. I don't know. It's whenever you get to that point in your life, guys. But yeah, give your parents some slack. If they want you to do something, go ahead and do it. I mean, I did the same thing when I was younger. My parents wanted me to do something while I was playing a video game, or if I was watching a cartoon. I'd roll the eyes and I'd be like, oh, come on. Don't try to stay away from that, guys, because your parents care about you more than anything in your life, and they will always want what's best for you, and that will always continue on going into the future. Now, one thing you'll have to remember is that they sacrifice a lot from the time you're born until the time you get out on your own. They still sacrifice things from time to time, so always remember to be grateful and appreciative of everything that they do for you in your life, because without them to guide you into being an adult and moving out of childhood, we would not know what to do. Your parents mean more than anything. They help you out with these things. So I try never to get angry at them. I know it's hard to do sometimes with some things, especially some of those of you that are younger, and they haven't experienced some things like I have or other people that have gone through what I have and what you guys are going through, and that have long past that. Hope you guys are following me on this thing. I kind of confused myself right there. But, yeah, anyway, like I said, cut your parents some slack with stuff, guys, because they love you more than life itself. They love you more than they love their own. They'd sacrifice anything just to put a smile on your face. Even though they won't do it 100% of the time, and if they don't do something that you want to do, or they don't get you something that you want, and they don't fully cater to you, doesn't mean they don't care about you guys. Remember that. Yeah, moving on, and what to expect, like someone after you got out of school. Well, you know, the jobs hits, and then you start realizing, you start to come into like bills in your life, like let's say like a car insurance, I don't know, cell phone bill. I know there's some people or kids, teenagers on here that may or may not pay their own cell phone bills. You know, that's something you guys are going to have to do at some point in your life. Eventually, once you get old enough, you got to get your own job. You're going to be paying your cell phone bills. You're going to be paying car insurance. You'll be paying student loans if you ever go to college. You go away, and that's something that I'm really struggling with right now to pay off, because I owe a lot of money for student loans, and it's a hard thing to do. And it's because of student loans right now that I'm unable to get out on my own, because a lot of my money is going towards that, and it doesn't allow me to save up a ton of extra cash for like a new computer I want, or it's like a brand new car that I want to get, or my own place even. You know, it's rough. So it's hard to balance things out. You know, you gotta, when you get older, you're gonna eventually learn how to budget things out, so you're not always wondering like, oh my god, how much money I need. But it's very simple to budget stuff out for yourselves once you grow up and, you know, get out on your own. That's it. I'm not on my own, but I'm not on my own, but I do feel like I'm on my own, because I kind of just do my own thing. The only difference is I still live at home with my mom, my stepmom. Excuse me. And yeah, I still live at home, and I'm losing the complete train of thought here. Terrible commentary, Alex. Come on, man. But no, I said I still feel like I'm on my own somewhat, because like I said, I keep to myself. I do pay rent to my mom, my stepmom. It's not forced, but it's just something I feel like I need to do for, you know, kind of like a give back kind of thing. And I do still live within their house. Plus, I'm 27 years old and need to do something good like that. And like I said, they don't request it, but it just feels like the right thing to do from my point of view. But yeah, like going out and get your first car, you know, that's a big responsibility if you guys haven't done that yet, for those of you that are too young. But that's like one of the big first responsibilities you're going to have, is when you get your own car, you know, you got to learn to take care of it, you know, keep that oil change when needed, make sure you have gas in the gas tank. And that was probably the first major responsibility I had. I won't forget it. I had a 2000 or it was a 2001 Dodge Sports Ram, and I love that car, and that was the first thing. That was like the first thing I really had to take care of. You know, I had to get the oil change gas, you know, whenever something broke down on it, I had to take the mechanic, pay for it. So when you start to do these things, you're not going to have your parents there to bail you out all the time. I mean, if it's absolutely dire and you need their help, I'm sure they'll be willing to help you out. If not, you know, it's a good learning experience for you. I mean, I was fortunate to kind of have both at the time. Like, if I would have trouble, if my car broke down and money for it, they'd help me out when needed. If I was able to pay for it, I'd pay for it on the spot. If not, they would help me out, but I would have to pay them back as soon as I could, which I did and have. And stuff we all go through, guys. It's not a fun thing. Like I said, the easiest part in our lives when we're a child and a teenager. You know, high school is probably one of the greatest experiences for anybody for anyone growing up, guys. Like I said, try to live it up, the experience for that. That's one thing I definitely recommend to you. Don't be complaining about where you're at in life right now if you're in that demographic age-wise. Oh, I just got the 40 bomb right there. 41. But yeah, don't be complaining too much about it, guys, because we all go through it. Everyone does. You're not alone out there. If any of you want to get in contact with them, if you have troubles with what you're going through, if you're unsure where you're at in life, you're not sure who you are as a person, feel free to hit me up, guys. I'd be more than happy to try to help you out and give you any advice that I can. But, yeah, that's going to do it. Like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this video. Go ahead and hit me up if you have any questions or concerns about what's going on in your life. If you want my advice, feel free to hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter, anything. Yeah, Twitter and Twitch links will be down below in the description. Go ahead and like and follow those. Comment. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, be sure to go ahead and subscribe above. It's YDAPD. Stay frosty.